here's the next project, guys. I gotta pull out this motor. This car used to be my dad's. Dash isn't too bad, repairable. Interior is still good, somewhat. Alright guys, so I just finished pulling the GTR out, as you can see. And I unboxed everything I ordered from Drift Motion. I had to make sure that I had everything first before I could show you guys what I ordered. I ordered a HKS adjustable cam gear, a brand new vvti cam gear with the seals and a rear main seal. I also ordered a JZ block off plate for the oil sensor. These are the grommets for the shifter gasket. AC delete, ARP bolts, a new slave, 2 JZ throttle cable, along with the drive-by-wire delete, which was somewhere here. I forgot where it went. Somewhere here. Ordered an HKS timing belt, and I had also ordered a new water pump. It is a JZS 171 1JZ vvti. Originally when I got it, the whole motor was complete, but as you can see, it's all apart. Originally I had plans to use this T67, but now I am going to sell it. I'm looking for a GT30 for my build now. I'm using stage 3 BC 272 cams, their valve, retainer kit and all that. Springs, I need to get this machined. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself because I got too many projects, and yeah. Alright, so today what I got going on is more pulling shit. I already got the motor pulled out after I brought it to the shop. Gonna continue to pull out all these lines, and eventually, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm gonna get the car painted. Here's the look of the interior. Dash is all messed up, as you can see, but other than that, everything else is good. I have some back seats that need replacement. A couple panels missing, but it's nothing. I have the rear seat replacement in the garage right here. Paint definitely needs paint. So before I go and get the car painted, last night I went ahead and ordered some pieces to the kit. I ordered a front lip and some rear valances, along with the, what is it, the Type A turbo duct or whatever, I don't know. I went with Type A side skirts and rear valances. Can't get it on now, unfortunately, like I wanted to, because I gotta take out a mud flap right here. Sheesh, your boy need a haircut. Holy crap, it's like 4 weeks without a cut. It's now the day after Mother's Day, and I wanted to show you guys the progress that I have made. I've decided that instead of going to take the car straight to paint, I'm gonna drop the 1J in and get it all mocked up before having to paint it. So I'm gonna have to put it in, take it back out, order everything I need first, and pretty much get it started at the shop. So far what I have done is I've pulled the dash, I've took it to an upholstery store, and they quoted me pretty much that, well, they didn't even give me a quote because they basically said I need to find a new one. And yeah, so since I have to find a new one, the whole interior is gonna get gutted, since I'm planning on putting a cage in it. Plans for that is a half cage with some door bars, simple setup, interior will be painted same color as the exterior of the car. So far, what I have done is I've stripped the fenders off, taken everything out, undone the body harness, dash is out, as you can see. All the interior gotta go. All of this will probably be for sale soon. So for those of you wondering why is he putting the motor back into the car, the motor never ran into the car yet, so that's why I am doing so. I need to get every little intercooler piping done, my setup. Once everything is in place, I will be covering each hole in the engine bay. Like to have things done proper, and I like my cars looking clean. Alright guys, so I fully stripped the interior on the Supra. It's finally completed. I went ahead and took off the front sump oil pan on the 1JZ, and I am swapping it with my other 1JZ for the rear sump. Here's a look at the Supra. Had it taped up for the rain. Straight gutted. I kept these just to keep the targa top in here. Everything else is still gonna come out. Still a few things to take out, like the sound deadening. Gotta dry ice that. But today I'm just gonna head over to the shop and assemble that oil pan. So see you guys there. Fool, better watch out with my car, little homie. We are looking for a quarter panel window if anyone has one. Alright guys, I made it to the shop. Here's a look at the motor. I had it flipped over just to take out the oil pan. And surprisingly, when I took out the oil and everything, drained it, everything was really clean in this motor. Shout out to Jeff Wolfson. He did the compression test and all that beforehand. Everything looked great. Everything in here is really clean. Here is the rear sump oil pan. So the difference between this one and the other one is that instead of the oil pan sitting here, it sat here in the front. So I had to go swap these two, and I am gonna go bolt these together after I get some breakfast. So before I go ahead and start assembling everything, I am going to go ahead and start scraping all of the sealant out of these holes. Once I get all that sealant out of each and every hole, then I will be putting sealant again and assembling it. But I'm not going to scrape inwards because I don't want all the gunk to go in the motor. So I will be scraping outwards that way. Oh, it's just bread. Why you get me bread? Sheesh. It's not as good as eating there though. Damn, gotta use it all, right?
Gotta get lost in the sauce.
Bone apple teeth. Here's a clean side of what I've scraped down so far versus a dirty side. You can see in each of these holes right here the difference. We're gonna go pick up some. So I just cleaned up my oil pan and trimmed everything around the edge. You can't really see it, but there's grooves in here where the sealant is going in there, so I'm about to wire wheel it out. So I think that's it for today, guys. I spent the whole day cleaning out every piece of the oil pan. Got to order a few gaskets before I go ahead and put it back together. Hopefully by the next video everything is actually back on the motor, and next up is putting the motor into the car, and from there I will be bringing the car scheduled June 22nd, a while from now, for a half cage. I'm thinking of having them do all my fabrication stuff, intercooler piping, cage, everything while I'm there. So keep up with me on the build. Thanks for watching, guys.